It's crunch time for evil Tom King in Emmerdale next week, with his trial date arriving, but when he is rushed to hospital after an apparent suicide attempt, things seem likely to be derailed. Belle Dingle is struggling to cope with the prospect of attending court and facing her abuser, with the family left in a panic when she disappears. In a special episode, Tom is triumphant as he takes the stand, convinced that Belle won't show. A jury watches things unfold carefully and a verdict is delivered, confirming Tom's fate once and for all. Elsewhere, it's time to say goodbye to another character in the village, with Amelia Spencer deciding it's time to move on. But as she bids farewell, will she make amends with carefuIIy? Elsewhere, plotting at home farm continues. In the prison it's chaos as the guards declare a code red in Tom King's cell. Before long word spreads to Belle how Tom's been rushed to hospital having tried to take his own life. Kim's touched when Will suggests that the vow renewal should be an intimate affair, but when it becomes clear that he doesn't intend to invite family, Kim begins to waver. However, Kim's thrilled when Dawn enthusiastically agrees to attend their vow renewal. Riding the wave, Kim asks a touched Dawn to move back into home farm. After their consultation with the doctor, Billy and Dawn are happy to hear that Evan might be home for Christmas. Things turn sour however, when Billy outright refuses to move back into home farm. Dawn's torn as she ponders what's right for her family. Back at home farm, the walls are closing in on Will when Kim announces that not only are Dawn and the kids coming to the vow renewal, but they're also considering moving back in as well. Aaron's unimpressed when John surprises him with a camping trip. Carrie realizes Pollard is struggling with his housework. With Tom due in court, all wonder if the case will go ahead. As Belle's turmoil starts causing her to spiral, the family do their best to bolster her, but Belle is terrified of having Tom's death on her hands and starts overthinking whether she really can do this. As Belle heads to talk to her Uncle Paddy about Tom and his suicide attempt, will Paddy help give Belle the reassurance she needs, or could he make her even more confused? Charity, ever tenacious, manages to gain access to the hospital room and visit Tom. Tom's alarmed by her sudden appearance, but when Charity wants him to admit he faked this suicide in an attempt to derail the court day and Belle's testimony, Tom suddenly gets clarity and calls Charity out, announcing she is only visiting because Belle must be spiraling. Later, when Tom's solicitor Rolly visits Tom in hospital, Tom explains his belief that Belle will no longer testify. Billy and Dawn are blindsided when Jai asks them to move out of Holdgate within the week. Dawn's frustrated when Billy refuses to move back to home farm despite their dire situation. During the camping trip, John begins to open up about his relationship with Aidan and the pair deepen their emotional connection. Bender gets the wrong end of the stick when she hears Pollard upstairs with Kerry. Belle leaves her family a mysterious note before slipping out of the Dingles. Meanwhile, in his prison cell, smug Tom prepares to give his best performance in court. Aware they need to find Belle before the trial, the Dingles spring into action, but soon they are shocked when the prosecution barrister admits that, without Belle, they may struggle to secure a conviction. Ollie tells Tom that Belle hasn't arrived at court. He's triumphant as he prepares to take center stage. Will panics when Dawn arrives at home farm with her belongings and does his best to dissuade her from moving in. United, Aaron and John confess that they love each other,